What's up, guys? Welcome to another exciting edition of Real Estate Podcast, episode 399. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And we're calling in a show of force with Adam.
This week we watched Warfare.
Warfare, baby.
Yeah.
We're like trauma
for
the
an hour and a
movie.
half in a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
A little depressing.
well, not, I mean, yeah, of course. Like, but I love how low key this movie was compared to other like war movies. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you always have the general or whoever's in charge and they're phoning them back and forth and the perspectives are cutting back and forth. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, this was
Where
a little
this
more
was just like-
realistic.
Yeah, this is just dudes in a house surviving.
I mean, it really happened.
Yeah. Like that's crazy, dude.
Based on memories alone, I believe.
That's what
Yeah.
it said at the beginning.
It's insane.
I mean, how do you process that? You're like,
Medication.
Yeah. Lots of medication.
$20
Lots
million
of therapy.
budget on what?
I know, right?
Smoke?
Well, they probably had to hire. Well, it showed the
Well-
guys at the end helping them, like
Yeah.
Cor-
so the
Corey,
guy that was actually in the battle was the one that did all that in the movie.
yeah,
I mean, he was really in the fight.
yeah,
Very realistic with the way they would come out, like get in the street. Every man
Yes.
watches every man's back, like
yeah.
to a T.
It's just wild to me. I couldn't imagine being in that situation.
No.
I
real life.
love I love the shot of the infrared shot where it's showing them all converge on each other.
Yeah,
Like you see one group move in, another, then they just form one massive unit and keep moving. Like, I thought that was really interesting to watch, and like those shots were very. That type of footage is intense, no matter how, like whether it's in a game, a film like this, or sadly enough, if you have ever watched real war footage, where you see somebody get lit up from that, but I mean, it's the horrors of war, man.
legitimately.
As messed up as it is, you can't look away.
No,
Like all throughout the movie, I was just sitting there mouth breathing, like, how are they gonna get out of this?
yeah. I could definitely see this like recut with, you watch the documentaries and stuff like on the military channel or history channel where you have the guys that were actually there explaining what happened and then it's intercut with reenactment footage and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like I would totally watch this movie with that going on where it would cut to the people that want to be a part of it, that are still alive and everything and talking about everything. That, I mean,
Well, it makes some
or
great commentary on the DVD.
oh yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Right,
Oh,
like
my
them
God.
watching it.
Yes.
He said he
Wow.
had to go around and ask everybody if it was okay, like
Right.
to.
and that makes me
do the
wonder.
movie.
That makes me wonder if there could ever be a cut of this film where the people are given their memories and it syncs up with the film.
You could tell, like, when the guy's Joseph Quinn was laying on the floor and he's fucking screaming about his legs.
Yeah.
And the second team shows up and that guy like bumps his legs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could tell that came from a memory, like, cause like why put that in there? It's like the motherfucker, he was kind of fucking with him. He's like, "You'll be all right, soldier. Get together." And it's like, dude, his legs are fucking hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Like, when he drugged that other guy in there, that's James Gandolfini's son, by the way, that plays this, Michael Gandolfini. But
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
yeah,
It's
with
like,
the
okay.
mustache that was running the radio and the
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great cast.
Yes.
They all worked together. Like, they had some like big people,
Yeah.
and nobody kind of overshadowed anyone. Like,
Yeah, there was no upstaging.
No.
You're right.
but when he was dragging that dude in there, and he was like, "You're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right." I was like, "I think he's dead."
Yeah.
And then he just woke
Yeah,
up out
until-
of nowhere. Like,
Yeah,
I was
when
like, "Oh,
when he
he's not
snaps,
dead."
when he does the cough of life, and you're like, oh man, this motherfucker ain't dead.
Oh, and he grabbed his legs, and it was like, what legs? They were just,
Yeah.
the meat came off of the bone, and it was like,
Yeah.
ooh. And the dude's like, "I need some fucking morphine." I was like, "Yeah, I've been saying give the other guy morphine for fucking 20
Yeah.
minutes."
I know.
And for some reason, they didn't want to do that. That was the most realistic thing there. Like, normally, you see a fucking war movie, as soon as something happens, they're like, morphine.
Yeah.
But I think it was like, they didn't want to give them too much because a lot of times that you kind of give it to somebody when they're dying, right? Like,
Yeah.
well, he's in shock. He might pass out. You don't want him to pass out.
Right,
Like, you need him
because
to
I
stay
mean, you're gonna,
awake.
yeah, because they were trying to get extracted, man, and if homeboy's there, incapacitated,
Well, they was going to have to carry him anyway, but
yeah,
when you're in shock, I mean, that's the whole thing is they're always like, you got to stay awake.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
dangerous to fall asleep and
Conscious.
you'll die.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big, and I think that's why, because he gave him a little bit and then he was like, "I need some more. I can't feel it." And he was like, "You can't have it anymore." I'm like, "Bro, my fucking legs. I just got Lieutenant Dan, dude."
Yeah.
And how fast, like that split second when those bombs go off.
Yep.
Like when they were walking out there and that shit happened, I was like, I went, "Hurt Locker," like just.
Yeah.
He said, "This guy up here looks like he's about ready to get his jihad on."
Yeah. He's like, he keeps fucking peeking me, man. He keeps fucking peeking me.
Yeah. Then they brought the LMG in, or was it PMK or
Yeah.
PKM?
Yeah. I think.
I was like, that's a
It
bouncy
was-
fucking gun. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if he's
Right.
got the blue one or the green one.
Yeah. Yeah. What attachments they got on there?
That shit was brutal, though.
It was seriously brutal. I mean, dude, just and we've talked about this before with various war movies, but it's like whether you support it, whether you're against it, it don't
Yeah.
matter. These are real people over there doing a job.
Well, like
That have
World War
families.
II made sense.
Yes.
When I see Vietnam movies and then stuff like in Afghanistan, Bush era, I'm like, why did that have to happen?
Yeah.
For nothing.
Whenever I
For
see
nothing.
stuff, when I see that happening, all I can ever think about is that mission accomplished Press.
Oh, Bush.
thing. Yeah,
that boat.
dude. And it's almost it's so disheartening.
Yeah. 20 years later, we pull out with people hanging off the airplanes
Yep.
because we're leaving them behind. Yeah, that was fucking. Whoa.
And like you said, it doesn't matter whether you were for it, whether you were against it, whether you were on one side and slowly switched to the other. That conflict, especially that being a conflict we grew up during.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's what I remember. September the 12th, 2001, everybody was fucking for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There wasn't
for
a
sure.
person in this country that wasn't like, we're going to go there and kick their ass, right?
Yeah.
But to truly echo what you said though, didn't have to happen.
No.
I
Should
mean,
have
it's
never
like-
happened.
Well, it's like the family that's in there. It's just like these people are just trying to live their life.
Straight up destroying their house
Yes, and foreigners come into their house and like,
because they like it.
yeah,
That's what he said. That house on the corner, I like that one.
yeah. And it's like, bro, like, it's amazing that none of those people, like, none of the civilians died.
Really is.
Legitimately. Yeah. Like, it's amazing. Just,
It's like, so
it's
we were just
insane.
over there, like picking houses, going in, watching.
yeah.
Like, okay.
And I mean, really, like, you had what? After Vietnam, you had what? Desert Storm for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, September the 11th and that whole Iraqi Afghanistan time period, war changed so much at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really. And how war is fought and how.
Urban warfare.
Yes. And it's just crazy whenever you look at it, like, because you watch like Saving Private Ryan or whatever, even Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
It's changed so much, and it's just crazy that it's. I don't know, man. I love watching war movies, but at the
What's
same
the
time,
big lead?
yes, yeah,
Well, like, cause
Well-
think about this, like World War II, we were still riding horses in the battle when when that war broke out.
Well, even at the time this war happened versus now, I mean, it's drones, it's
yes, yeah,
it's Starlink, it's, you know,
yeah.
Limited face-to-face engagement.
and it won't be long,
Or
and
at
we'll have
least-
a
or at
fucking
least what
robot
we
that we
know
just
about.
send in, and someone drives that shit around.
Yeah.
A bunch of them. I mean, you know, that's going to get expensive.
Yeah.
If you think there's not going to be some military applications for that Tesla bot
Oh, for sure.
that's connected to the Wi-Fi that he's got everywhere,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It's
going to be some
connected to-
wild shit.
Yeah.
To the
For real.
Wi-Fi.
That motherfucker was so rich, he just made his own personal. He's like, I want Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah.
Want to be able to
But yeah,
play Diablo on my jet.
yeah. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna play Diablo. Top 5. But it's just I love watching more war movies and stuff like that, but as I've got older, it's becomes more and more disheartening to watch. You know what I mean?
Especially these that we were alive for.
Yes, exactly. And we know
Yeah.
people that were there.
Yeah. And they came
You
back
know?
fucked up.
Yes.
I don't know
I mean-
one person that came back that seems normal.
Yeah. I mean, because when we were kids, we always heard that like veterans would go watch Saving Private Ryan in theater and they'd have to leave
Yeah.
because how intense, realistic, and all that kind of stuff that it was. And like, Saving Private Ryan came out in what, the mid 90s, late 90s?
Something like that. I think it was about the late.
So you've got from the 40s to the 90s time gap. This was just 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This was an 18-year-old that is 38 now.
Well, and it shows them at the beginning, like being kids.
Yes.
They're watching the music video, getting pumped up. Oh, when I was sitting there watching that, I was like, oh, this is going to get bad in a minute.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
what they were doing. Like, look at all these babies.
Yep.
And then once they got out there, it's like, damn, they're being real professional about this.
Yeah.
Like the one dude, the guy from the Unicorn movie we just watched.
Will Portnoy,
Yeah, like the main, their
Portier.
captain, I guess,
Yeah,
sergeant,
yeah.
whatever. Like it rocked his ass, and he was like just sitting there, like I'm fucking, like it finally happened.
And how crazy is it that like that platoon shows up and he's like, "You got to take control. Like I'm fucked
Yeah,
up.
you got to take the lead.
Like I can't do this." Yeah.
The damn
it's like-
explosion rocked the grenade rocked him, and then the explosion rocked his ass. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
There is that, yeah, it's that moment, like, once the explosion happens and they get in the house, that's when you, like, you're already thinking it, but that's when it really
Reality sets
sends
in.
it.
It's like,
It
oh,
really drives it in. It's like, dude, these are kids,
yeah.
man. Fucking kids.
Yep. It's wild to me. And hats off to any and everybody that served. That drives me insane whenever you have people that down veterans and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you ain't got to agree with it. These people gave their lives.
When the veterans came home from Vietnam, they weren't met with parades.
Which is crazy.
They hated them.
Yeah.
And it's like, but like, it wasn't a choice.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
They make you go.
Yeah. You
have
don't
to
get to
go.
opt
It's not
out.
my
Yeah.
choice. Like, but every time I watch a Vietnam era movie or like this one, I'm just like, ugh. It's bad.
Yeah.
It makes you like, it doesn't make you angry, but it almost gives you an air of disgust.
Yes.
The warmongers.
Well, because you see, like, well, I mean, the guy's legs, like, whenever it shows the after footage.
Yeah.
Oh, when he's in the wheelchair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to be able to stand on, he's not going to, like, his
he lost
life
his legs for his country.
His life got fucked over because of greedy rich people, and I'm certainly not here to try to. I'm not trying to go on some anti-war tangent. I'm really not. But from my perspective, it's like you see all that stuff play out, and you realize a lot of it was like these kids were just pawns.
Yeah. They're breathing chess pieces.
Yep. Hell, they even looked like that when they were showing that footage from the drones.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Just moving around, moving to the street,
Yeah.
And it's like they're over there spying on these people. It's like, hey, I got an idea. Why don't we just protect our country?
Yeah.
And let those people do whatever they want to do in their country. It's their country.
Yeah.
They're like, well, wait a minute now. Oh, you found oil there.
Yeah. What now? Do what?
Heroin.
Mm-hmm.
When you see photos of United States soldiers protecting poppy fields, it's like,
Yep.
That's interesting. Or like the CIA selling cocaine in America to pay for all the shit they were doing in South America.
Yep.
Because the government wouldn't fund it.
But yeah. Well shot, well acted.
Alex Garland, this was better than Civil War.
For sure. Hands down.
Yep.
Hands down.
And that Ray Mendoza, those two directors.
Yeah.
He's the guy that he was in that battle.
Yeah.
He worked on Act of Valor and some other, he's done a lot of producing. I think even video games, Call of Duty, shit like that. But did you know when it was showing the pictures at the end and you could see some of them had blurred out faces?
Yeah.
Those people are probably still private contractors.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they can't show their face. They're still in it.
Yeah.
Give it a star.
Yeah, I'm giving it a star as well.
Yeah, I'll give it a star.
It's terrible, but
Those
the movie's
those
great.
those shots of air support doing the low flybys.
Yeah.
Oh, when it stirred the smoke up.
Jesus, yeah, like the show of force or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Uncle Sam's doing a flyby.
Yep. Full star. Craziness. So I haven't really watched anything other than the movie. Started Beetlejuice too, but didn't get far into that. So I'm behind on everything, unfortunately. But hey, I got the retirement list going.
I believe Adam has finished Andor, have you not?
No, because there are 3 more episodes. They hadn't come out yet. But what I have watched has been good. I've watched the first 3 ones, and then so I've seen 6. I saw the 2 different batches.
Right. Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna
It's
get
like
up
the
on
most
that.
Star Wars thing ever.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
Would you
we
say?
got
I was just gonna ask. Would you say in terms of quality, has it stayed on par or has it exceeded it?
Well, it's just so different because there's 4 years in between the 3 episodes. And like it's, that first season, he was kind of there at that place. Like we're moving around a lot more. A lot more. But it is good. It's worth the Google.
I plan on finishing it and watching it in its entirety once some last episodes drop.
It's not hard. Once you start one, you'll sit there and watch the other 2. I mean, it's like a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 hours, pretty much.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we got a little bit of movie news here. Madonna. First up, we're going to hit it with Madonna real quick. Madonna's biopic heads to Netflix with a surprising Stranger Things collaborator. It says here that Madonna is the original Material Girl and has inspired generations of artists to step outside the box. In order to achieve her massive success, the global superstar had to endure harsh scrutiny that stemmed from her music being labeled seductive and inappropriate. Now she's ready to tell her story with a little help from a major streaming service and an Academy Award nominee. According to Deadline, Madonna has partnered with Netflix to turn her story into a limited series about her life and music. The project is still in early development. She and Stranger Things' Sean Levy will executive produce, as his entertainment company, 21 Lapse Entertainment, has an exclusive TV overall deal with the streaming service. While a representative for Netflix declined to comment, Deadline said that the duo have been in talks about the production for a while and are starting from scratch, meaning the project is not related to the Madonna feature biopic that was in development at Universal and later scrapped in 2023 because the singer wanted to focus on her world tour. An artist with many musical eras like Taylor Swift, Madonna has decades worth of stories in her and could kick the series off anywhere and find an interesting story to tell. While the new biopic could start in the earliest days of her journey, it's unclear where she'll begin as the series is still in early in the early days of development. Julia Garner, 3-time Emmy and Golden Globe winner, was the choice to play Madonna, dubbed the Queen of Pop in the scrapped Universal biopic. She remained engaged and interested in the part, even appearing on stage with the artist in 2023 during the Madonna's Celebration tour. So it feels safe to assume that she's still most likely to play the part unless there's some sort of scheduling conflict or sudden disinterest.
But more importantly, who gets to play the gap in her teeth?
Michael Strahan.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah.
You know what? We've seen a lot of music biopics over the years, and we've always been like, man, wouldn't that be a great show? Not the artist I thought would make that happen.
I know, right?
You know, because you can just cover a lot more. I mean, it's hard to like wrap up a 30-year career in 2 hours.
Yeah.
It truly is.
You know, it's something we talked about after the Queen movie. It was like, man, this should be a show.
Yeah.
I mean, each decade could get a season. So much happened.
Yep.
The original Material Girl.
Yeah.
I heard my fair share of Madonna when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Yeah. Whether you wanted to or not, MTV was playing the fuck out of that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
And like every decade, like it just kept going. I mean, then next thing you know, she's in the back of a limo with fucking Borat.
Yeah.
Ali G.
Respect.
But yeah, I'm interested to see, because who knows? This may, like, if the Madonna one does well, then this could open Netflix up to a whole new venture.
Well, I think they didn't they just do a Milli Vanilli one? I think they did.
Yeah, I think so,
they did a series because people started listening to them again, and it was like, what the fuck? And it was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a damn Milli Vanilli.
But yeah, this could be interesting. And who knows, they could revisit some of the artists that's already got biopics. I mean, it's like Elton John, for example. Rocket Man was more of like a rock opera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way they incorporate, which I love Rocket Man. It was great.
Sure.
It was phenomenal. And they get into some of the nitty gritty, but it's not the same as like, this is a straight drama with this person, this real life person. This is what they had to go through. You know, this is their struggles. This is their triumphs, the whole 9 yards. So I don't know. But yeah, this could lead to something cool with Netflix. Who knows? And I mean, Madonna's not at the top of my list to watch biopic on, but hey, it's there.
Oh, the reason why I was in the Menendez story, they used a Milli Vanilli song. That's why there was a movie a few years ago. So yeah, I was wrong. Girl, you know it's true.
Mm-hmm. So next up here, Kevin Costner enters a financial standoff with studio over Western Epic. So we've been hitting on this Horizon stuff, and it's kind of hilarious. The arrogance, like, don't get me wrong, I like Kevin Costner. He's a great actor, right?
Yeah, but
the arrogance, the ego
for real
that this dude has is insane.
I mean,
so
it's almost as big as that mustache.
For real, right? But here it says Kevin Costner's Horizon and American Saga faces another hurdle that may spell trouble for the Western movie franchise. The passion project by the Oscar-winning filmmaker has had a number of setbacks as of late, especially as Costner has found himself self-financing sequels to the 2024 box office bomb. Now, another development in the ongoing financial dispute between New Line Cinema and the company that produced the Horizon films, which began with Horizon and American Saga Chapter 1. According to The Hollywood Reporter, New Line Cinema has filed an arbitration claim against Horizon series, the firm founded by Costner to finance the films. As a part of their defense in the co-financing agreement, New Line Cinema alleges that they require repayment from Horizon series. This is the latest hurdle to an already fractured franchise that sees Chapter 2 still in limbo, while Chapter 3 started production last year without complete financing. While Horizon Chapter 2 is expected to release sometime this year, Costner has tried to move quickly on filming 2 new sequels. It's safe to say New Line Cinema might not be doing business with Costner and his Western franchise in the immediate future. This has Costner in a precarious situation that sees the star writer, director, and producer of Horizon seeking billionaires to finance future sequels. Despite the numerous hiccups that have hit the film series, Costner remains hopeful someone will swoop in with pockets deep enough to help produce his passion project. With Chapter 3 and 4 on the horizon, he is determined to finish up the film series before the financial troubles catch up with him. I mean, now you got New Line. They're like, bitch, where my money? Bitch better have my money, you know?
Yeah.
So not everyone that eats at Cracker Barrel likes this movie.
Yeah.
And more importantly, this looks like the kind of movie you find at a Cracker Barrel that you're like, hey, this might be kind of good, but you never pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything in there costs way too damn much.
Yeah, for real.
That gift
right?
shop,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, candy. And it's like $30 for the bag of candy. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. We can get this at the
It's
dollar
just
store.
taffy.
Yeah.
Saltwater taffy, sir.
We
Yeah.
have Horizon at home, and it's
Yeah.
Lonesome Dove.
We got Horizon on the Plex.
Yeah. But I mean, what'll end up happening is New Line will probably release Horizon Chapter 2 to cover the costs for the arbitration. And I mean, that'll just be the end of their, because that's probably what'll end up happening. They'll probably just say, screw it, we're going to put the second one out. And hopefully it makes enough to recoup. And it won't be promoted. There'll be no marketing budget for it whatsoever because they're not going to invest the money in it, right?
Mm-mm.
So it'll just get released. The people that wanted to see it will go see it, and then that'll just be that.
Might be like a
Hopefully.
heavy internet campaign, but
Yeah,
you
I
can
could.
do that
Yeah,
on the cheap.
Release the Costner cut.
Facebook ads are pretty cheap.
yeah.
TikTok.
But who knows? Like, what if part 2 comes out and it is an absolute fucking banger?
I feel like if that's the case, then I feel like it wouldn't be having such a hard time.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Pushing it like it sounding like, everybody watched the first one. It's like, okay, we'll see the second one, and then it was like,
Yeah.
you want to make 2 more?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to split those into 2 parts. It's like, oh, okay. No.
Yeah. He should have just done it as a series.
He should have, and he should have got Walton Goggins instead of the other guy.
Yeah.
He'd have been good in that role.
Right.
It definitely had the money behind it.
Yeah.
It looked great. That's why I said what I said. It's turning into it's Waterworld all over again.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe something will come of it, but I don't think 3 and 4 is going to happen. Unless 2, like Trav said, comes out the banger, recoups a ton of money, and everybody's buzzing about it. I don't see it happening. And then nobody's going to work with Costner. He's going to go back into Costner limbo for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And then that'll be that. Then
That'll
he'll
be
get
that.
cast in another TV show. It's
Come
the
back.
same cycle.
Come back in a role that's just completely left field for Costner.
Yeah, right.
I don't think we've ever seen him play a bad guy. Have we?
I think he has before, right? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't ever seen him in a movie where he played a bad guy. Like even that movie I watched that he was in with Gene Hackman. He was a bad guy, but he was a good guy. Bad guy. If that makes sense.
I don't
He
know.
was the
I'm look-
villain in 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
I mean, was there really a villain in that movie?
It even says
be
that here.
honest.
It's like, but
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess he
So,
has.
yeah.
Like he comes back in like as like a Gary Busey biopic and just
Oh,
fucking
shit.
nails it.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Yeah. You want to talk about that? But yeah, we'll see. Kevin Costner. Craziness.
That
So
damn
Jeff Bridges
ego.
gives a. Yeah, I know, right? Jeff Bridges here gives a positive health update 4 years after battling cancer. So there's nothing better than hearing a positive update from someone who opened up about their private health battles. Nearly 5 years ago, Jeff Bridges announced that he had been diagnosed with lymphoma, a blood cancer. He also shared about 4 years ago that he was in remission. Now Bridges has another update for supporters who are rooting for him along the way of his journey. I'll be happy to know that they'll be happy to know that the Iron Man actor, which is crazy considering the things Jeff Bridges has been in, that they pulled Iron Man, said he is doing very well in an interview with People on May the 9th. He said, "I'm feeling good." However, he revealed that he is facing some health challenges following a battle with COVID during his chemo treatment. Some things, it's hard to tell if it's the cancer or the COVID or if it's just old age. The 75-year-old also said that sometimes his memory is an issue, but he believes it's a long-term COVID effect. Bridges joked that there are positive sides to it. I can't smell. My wife laughs at me. She says I haven't showered in days. You can't smell. Some positive sides to it, I suppose, although I don't mind her smell. So yeah,
The dude abides.
it's crazy that they pulled
Iron
that
Man
Iron
actor.
Man. Yeah, it's like, okay.
Out of all the movies,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, what? Anyway. But yeah, good for Jeff Bridges, though, man. I can't believe he's 75.
no.
I mean, he was born in 1949. And he's been married since 1977.
Damn.
Good for him.
Think of all the classics he's been in.
I know, right? So, but good for him. Congratulations, Mr. Bridges. Hope everything continues to go well. Evil Dead Burn. You know, they're working on another Evil Dead movie. So, Evil Dead Burn director wants to suck out more than your soul with intense new Deadite movie. So, the Evil Dead have successfully risen, and now they will burn. And filmmaker Sebastian Vancek, I don't know how you pronounce that last name, wants to make sure audiences feel really feel the heat when the film hits cinemas. Having already delivered an incredible debut with Vermines, which is infested, translated, I guess. He is now ready to get his hands on one of two upcoming movies based on the original Video Nasty, with the intention of putting audiences through a grueling cinematic experience. It was earlier announced that the film would become the third film in the franchise to be led by a female star, following Fede Alvarez's remake of the original 1981 movie and last year's Evil Dead Rise, with Dune Part 2 actress Sohaili Yacoub set to star. For Vancek, who co-wrote the screenplay with Florent Bernard, he knew exactly who he wanted for this new addition to the Evil Dead legacy. He told Variety, "I've long admired Soulia's work in France, particularly in theater. She brings a rare physicality and emotional intensity to her performances, exactly the kind of raw, visceral presence I was looking for in Evil Dead Burn." Vancek also wants to make sure that this movie doesn't hold back on its brutality, but also noted that when discussing the role with Yacoub, Spent a lot of time discussing the story and the emotional depth I wanted to bring to the characters, as well as the physical demands the movie will bring with the former professional athlete. While there are plenty of people who have doubts over any changes to the format of a popular franchise, Evil Dead Rise proved that the saga of the Deadites could survive not only the absence of original star Bruce Campbell, but also a change of setting, with the main story playing out in a suburban tower block rather than a ramshackled cabin in the woods. In fact, after originally being planned as a Max exclusive, the movie was given an unexpected theatrical release that paid off to the tune of 147 million. Vanasek has a definite vision for Evil Dead Burn, and that fits with the way original director Sam Raimi, who along with Campbell is executive producer on the new movie, sees the franchise expanding in the future. While discussing the project with Raimi, he quickly expressed his ambition to bring something fresh and meaningful to this universe, to offer the franchise to an audience who isn't familiar with Evil Dead and is in search of unique, immersive, and sensory experiences. He continued, "My goal was to craft a powerful, singular, almost personal story that could stand on its own while still resonating deeply within the rich, complex world that Sam has built. The ambition remains the same as with Infested, to create a visceral sensory experience that punches the audiences in the gut. I want people to feel physically drained when they leave the theater, like they've been through an emotional and intense journey." Sounds pretty good.
French filmmaker.
I kind of want to watch this Infested movie.
Yeah, he's only done like 3 or 4 movies.
Yeah.
I went to his Twitter page. He's got 37 followers. I'm 38 now.
Oh.
So
News of the news.
So maybe I'm of a contrarian opinion here, but I think after this movie, don't abandon Evil Dead, but kind of let it lie for a while.
Well, it says they're working on 2 films right now, 2 different films at the same
'Cause
time.
I don't know, because for me personally, as a moviegoer, audience member, whatever, having Ash versus Evil Dead Remake, and Evil Dead Rise, I'm good. I'm sure they'll be entertaining. I mean, it's Evil Dead.
Yeah.
But I do, and it's not just Evil Dead. It's a lot of the sequelized. Like, I'm kind of
Saw.
catching up with that. Yeah.
What they make, like 13 of them?
Yeah, I'm kind of catching up with the fatigue, the sequel fatigue. I'm kind of ready for everything to kind of sit to the side and let the new stuff come in.
Right.
Like I said, that's not to say that this won't be good. I'm sure they'll be really great and entertaining. Because I mean, the past 2 have been great. Ash vs. Evil Dead was amazing. You know, it's a good franchise. But I also, I can't help but be nervous that it could blow up in their face.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Evil Dead is one of the only horror franchises that hasn't released a bad movie or a bad series or a bad anything at this point.
true.
So I completely understand where you're coming from, because like all it takes is one. And once that one comes out, that's just like, meh, then it kills audiences' want and desire for more. So, especially with a franchise like that is such a cult, hardcore franchise, or a fan base. Yeah.
And I think we were lucky to get what we've gotten.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
like you said, there's 2 films in the works. Excited to know more.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the Predator thing, right? Because once Prey came out,
Yeah.
they started working on 2 different Predator films
And the
or
show.
projects. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I don't know, man. It could be okay, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'm interested in the French filmmaker. That's
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how that plans out. But yeah, I'm interested. Like, I mean, Evil Dead is a franchise that you can literally do whatever you want to do and it's acceptable. You know,
Yeah.
they can take it as crazy and over the top as they want to, or they can keep it grounded and, you know,
Comedy.
and like, yes, they can do anything with that franchise and they have done anything with it over the past 40 years at this point, you know, 30, 40 years. So you can't go wrong as long as you don't screw it up too bad. So, but last up here, James Gunn is tinkering with the DCU slate again with surprising new unannounced project. So James Gunn has made it clear in the past that just because he announced a huge sweeping wave of DCU projects when he and Peter Safran took the reins at DC Studios, it doesn't mean things will pan out that way. Although the initial slate of the Gods and Monsters chapter of the new DCU seemed pretty comprehensive at the time, it looks like yet another shift is coming, as the Superman director has revealed he is currently working on another previously unannounced addition to the list. So far, the new DCU consists of the animated series Creature Commandos and this summer's Superman, both of which came from the pen of Gunn. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is currently in production and set for release in 2026, and Peacemaker Season 2, again from Gunn, recently released its first trailer. Where things go from there is still something that appears to be in flux, and no project is really certain until cameras roll. Now Gunn has confirmed that he is working on his next script, which will be another new movie and not one of the several that are still awaiting updates. Replying to a question about whether he was working on his next movie, Gunn said, "Pre-writing, tooling around, I'm deep in finishing Superman and Peacemaker." When questioned further on whether this was a previously announced movie, Gunn simply said new. But like the article says here, which I'm not going to get deep into this, the summer will reveal how the DCU can compete at the box office. So I think it's going to do good. I think that Superman's going to make tons of money, but we don't know that for certain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and this could, like, if Gunn's working on something that is a little bit, because like Peacemaker came from Suicide Squad because he loved the character and there was such a great reception to the character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he could be doing the same thing with Superman. He could be taking one of the characters that's in Superman, whether it be
Or
Guy Gardner.
Creature Commando. Or
Yeah, exactly. And using that as a jumping off point to start working on his next project, which is fine if it makes sense and audiences love that character and love, you know, what that character stands for, all that good stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited to see the Superman movie. So,
yes.
and I don't think we can go wrong with it unless he just somehow destroys it, which I don't think that's going to happen. I got some faith in
I've got faith in it.
old gunny boy over there, you know, so. But yeah, that was all the movie news that I saw. I'm sure.
I don't know if it's in the lineup of footage tonight, but they released a teaser for Godzilla Kong Supernova,
Yep.
and I'm excited at the prospect that we might. My speculation is we're getting Space Godzilla.
Oh snap!
Spodzilla.
I just love the idea of this victory lap of the classic Toho monsters getting this, westernized polish.
Yes. But yeah, I'm ready for trailers though, man.
I'm almost finished.
I mean, it's I hate to chime back in on Godzilla, but it's just interesting that we've gotten so much of it, and I'm kind of like with Evil Dead. I'm kind of fearful that we're gonna get the stinker of Godzilla that's gonna get him shelved again for a while.
Yeah.
Did you watch that show? The
Mm-hmm.
show was good.
Um, has anybody had has anybody had a chance to watch Thunderbolts yet?
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm hoping to watch it soon. What little bit I've seen of the Sentry sequences look pretty damn good.
Yeah. Everybody's saying that it's the most Marvel thing that they've done since freaking Infinity War or an Endgame. So I don't know.
Infinity Game.
Infinity Game, dude. Wow.
Mark Maron.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if this is a show. Ah, we got Stick before Happy Gilmore 2. Oh, he's found a damn. He's like, let me be your chubs. People that play golf get on my nerves. They'll never want to talk about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
play. Don't watch it either. They'll be telling you, did you watch the golf game the other day? I'm like, what? Whenever he signs a deal, he's going to leave you. Okay.
Stick.
We got the trailer for Peacemaker.
All right. Let's do it.
It's the Green Lantern in there.
Yeah. Mhm. Titties.
Pony Boy. That looks great.
Yeah.
The fuck? What?
Okay. All right.
They might be writing a Peacemaker fucking movie.
Yeah, right.
How about a little Jean Claude Van Damme?
I mean, the name of the movie already has me sold. The Gardener.
He's gonna go up against the beekeeper.
Yeah, for real, right?
Yeah, and they were like, Tweeters, I'm the gardener.
Name is Doogie.
Uh-huh. Oh, now you fucked up.
Mhm.
It looked like he said something else,
Yeah.
and they voiced it over. Oh, wow. I mean, podlocked.
Yeah, right. I got an ad.
Yeah, I
Book
got
it or
one
ticket.
too. John Ossoff. Only can't even skip it. Damn it. It should just not play the video until the
Yeah.
ads are finished. It's a chick from The Boys.
Yeah, it is.
Mm. Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is happening? Oh, hell no.
Gonna exorcise the demons.
What the fuck, man? Weird.
It looks wild.
God damn it.
Yeah, I got another. Okay, I'm done.
I've still got one. All right. Fucking hell. You know, we saw a trailer for this. This shows a little bit more. Where he was recording the shark attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking psycho.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to cut your arm off to get out.
Yeah. Here's an old rusty saw.
A shark's going to eat his ass at the end.
Yeah.
Looks pretty intense.
It does.
The Conjuring.
The last one wasn't the best.
You don't
The
say.
first two. Well, I mean, the first two were pretty good. I mean, the first one was great. The second one was pretty good. The third one, meh, not as good. I'm hoping, because I think this is the last one with the Warrens. I'm hoping that this one is a banger.
No ads?
No, I'm good.
Hmm. Oh, Lord, it's the doll. Fuck that noise. Ooh. Mm.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch the other ones, but we'll see. We got some Brad Pitt action.
F1.
Old school cowboy.
Huh. Like from the director of Top Gun Maverick, and it shows fucking jets flying over. That's that dude from Snowfall. He's a good actor. Oh, Javier Bardem's in here. Don't put it in your pocket. Shake and bake, baby.
I think this is going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking Ford v Ferrari fucking movie was good. They like put fucking Brad Pitt in it. Put him against the pit.
Yeah. Against the pit.
Oh shit. Damn.
Hmm.
Is that Colin Hanks? It's like de-escalate, no escalating. He shows up in a fucking escalator.
Yeah.
Got a bigger budget.
Yeah.
I think that was the Riz.
All right.
No ads?
No.
Okay. This is an interesting movie.
This is based off the Stephen King or the Bachman book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's about to get real crazy.
Yeah. Oh, my hammy.
Yep. It just got real.
I think that's Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Blind cat. I mean, did they not know the rules when they signed up for this? Because some damn Hunger Games shit, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, this fucking.
I'm down.
Yeah, that's probably going to be pretty good. No
Yeah.
ads?
No.
Okay.
We're getting production trailers now. We're getting teaser trailers. I got an ad.
Me too. I think I got 2 of them. All right, hurry up. Okay.
I guess that's one way though. You get the production
It
trailer.
was the name reveal they made
Yeah.
like a teaser for.
You get the pre-teaser trailer. You get the teaser trailer. You get the pre-trailer teaser. Then you get the trailer. Then you get the post-trailer teaser.
Then you get the final trailer. They always do a final trailer for
Yeah, yeah. That just
They'll do
cuts
about
everything.
4
they love.
trailers, and there's one finally one will say final, and it's like, oh, I guess the movie's coming out. Like,
Yeah, don't know.
I feel like I've seen it all.
Yeah, right.
Back
Devil's
in the day,
Double.
they made one trailer,
Yeah, yeah.
and the only way you saw that motherfucker is if you went to Blockbuster or another video store.
Yeah.
Coming, the video. All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're in the movie? Why are these two guys hanging out?
What's up with his shirt?
I don't know.
Is it a indie film making fun of indie films?
Maybe.
What's funny is this is a sequel. What the fuck?
Is that the Suicide Squad's font and coloring?
It looks like it. He just caught her screaming that bottle. Generic
gonna be
ass
there?
guitar riff. Oh. Oh,
That might be fun. That might be fun to watch.
they're having a silly goose time, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what's it going to be next week?
Oh, it's episode 400, guys.
Oh, shit.
400.
A lot.
I mean, what's the list? Dirt.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff out like Rust, that psychotherapy movie with Buscemi, Freaky Tales, that movie with Pedro. We saw the trailer for it. Luckiest Man in America. Minecraft come out. Holland. Snow White came out. I know you want to see that. The Ugly Sister. You remember that trailer?
Maybe.
It was like a foreign film. I can't explain it. It was fucking a shudder. The trailer was fucking wild. Click on this and you'll know what I'm talking about. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The
That
Black
movie.
Swan thing.
yeah. I mean, there's all
body
kinds
horror.
of movies out. Gotta pick something though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Night Bitch, Rumors.
not bitch. Hmm.
Hold on. Let me look at something. So I have a suggestion. It's not a new movie,
All right.
but I have a suggestion. Because we haven't done it according to the search here on the thing. No Country.
That's wild. We haven't watched that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, if it ain't on the list, we ain't done it. I'll watch it.
I haven't watched it in a while. I've been wanting to watch it. How you feel about it, Trav?
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Sure.
Episode 400.
I mean, we go out on Coen Brother movie on 400.
Yeah.
We got Javier in there. We got Josh Brolin. Pre-snap.
Yeah. The comeback.
Yeah, yeah, for
I mean,
real.
really.
Yeah. I mean, I read the book and I haven't watched it since I read it.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I probably watched it maybe a year or so ago.
It's been a while.
According to Plex, I didn't finish it. There was 30 minutes left.
I haven't watched it since it came out. So.
Oh, we lived in Temple, Texas for many years.
Yeah.
I actually saw a thing the other day. They did a study. They studied all the movies with psychopaths in them.
Yeah.
And he's like the best, the closest thing to a psychopath, like a real one in any movie.
Yeah.
Is him in that movie, Javier Bardem.
I mean,
and really,
I believe it.
like, you know, when they were making the movie, like him and Josh Brolin would go out, and somebody else that was in the movie when they go out and like drink and go to bars and stuff, and Javier Bardem was like, I'm gonna be fucking ruined after this. Like, my fucking hair's stupid. Like, fucking got me dressed fucking stupid. Like, he hated it. And like, if you've ever seen the movie, like, he's what you remember from it.
Oh yeah.
Like, just that whole, you know, we'll put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Cherokee Quarter. Killed it. No Country, episode 400. Check something out.
And the flag is raised.